I do recognize and realize that I have got to stop wanting it more than they want it. Because that is where I get let down, is like, man, I just can't get this person to see in themselves what I see in them. Something I definitely am experiencing that people just don't talk about as far as burnout is literally for a female, hormonally, if you, nobody talks about it and they don't want to talk about it, but if you don't take care of yourself and get your hormones checked, like you could ruin your life legitimately. Like I have had moments of literally being curled up in bed and not able to get out, and no one ever wanted to talk about it. No one ever wanted to really even check my hormones. And then once I figured out, and I don't even know how I found out, but found hormone replacement therapy, it's like, no one should live like that. You know what I mean? And I think women and men really, I wish that there were like Wellness Wednesdays in our field where people literally were brutally honest about don't put yourself through that and don't go through those tragic times. And I mean, they're tragic because you don't have to. You know what I mean? And yeah, you might be holistic, you might be Western, Eastern medicine, it doesn't really matter, but you should not suffer. And so many men and women suffer. I was taking Ozempic and it really helped. It, shed 80 pounds and it was good and it helped. And I noticed it cut my cravings. But more than that, I was having physical limitations prior to starting where all my joints were just killing me. Well, I go off of Ozempic, the cravings start to come back, and I'm realizing that my joints are hurting. It's sugar. It has to be. Because I literally told my husband the other night, I'm like, it's the sugar. And I have to just cognitively stop. So just seriously, like once you start, like for me, I don't even know, what did I eat the other day? I think we got like white chocolate peanut butter ghosts, and I probably had 6. Like, who needs 6 white chocolate? It's just moderation. I think I could live if it was the sugar that was placed in things, and I wouldn't be in pain if I didn't compound it by just piling on. Like it's a hot mess for me. It has nothing to do with eating. I mean, I am not hungry. Do you know what I mean? Like when I'm eating like that, I'm not hungry. It's a literal, I crave sugar. Some people crave salt. Some people crave, like Michelle, she's hysterical because she won't even taste anything. She's mounding the salt on it. I'm like, just at least taste it. It might have enough salt. Nope. And Chris, my husband's like that too. Me, sugar. I will leave a bag of chips, just give me ice cream. I need the sugar. But I never really actually had a time in my life where I didn't have it and I felt so good, to then all of a sudden I'm realizing, holy cow, like, I know. And listen, I'm sitting there telling myself, again, hormonally, and I'm gonna talk about hormones probably too much to people, but I'm so passionate about it. I do hormone replacement therapy, the HRT pellets. I go every 90 days. I don't go to one of these yo-ho places or your OBGYN who just does it because it's the font. I go to a hormone replacement therapy clinic that I've been going to for years. It's expensive, but every 90 days they do the blood workup before they give me my pellets so they know where I'm at. And instead of just every 90 days you get pellets, like they sit with me and I understand it. When I'm at the end, like I am right now, I am like, I don't want to do anything. I get depressed. I am so tired all the time, but I'm not sleeping. You smell because you're sweating when you don't know why you're sweating. It just is awful. And I'm just can't wait till the time I get to go and I get to get my hormone replacement therapy. But I also, during that time, it's like it used to be when when I was growing up and I'd have PMS, where you'd eat everything. It's a physical thing though. You know what I mean? So my mindset is get me to the hormone doctor. And so is everybody around me. Literally everybody around me says, is it time? I think it's time. I think it's time that you need your hormones, Mom. But for me, it makes sense. Now, some people are like, oh, it causes cancer. I'm like, listen, my mom died of ovarian cancer. She had breast cancer. I don't have the gene. I'm thoroughly convinced that we all have it, a cancer. You know what I'm saying? I just think that. And I just do the best I can. But sugar is definitely a problem. Well, it's not helpful that when I entertain, you know what I mean? Like I probably have sugar everywhere, like sugar, sugar, sugar. Oh, I mean, I am right now, I firmly believe double down. Like I'm telling loan officers right now, double down. Like you're making more phone calls, you're meeting more people face to face, you're asking for the business, we're training, 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 because what I'm finding right now with agents is, and this sounds mean and I don't mean to be mean, but like they don't even know how to spell concessions, let alone put it in a contract. So how are we gonna, I love James Shaw. I love James. I'm on his call every morning and they go, it's price, it's price, it's price, it's price, it's price. I get it. It is price. However, they say, what is it? It's a price war and a beauty contest. Like we need to educate agents how to make that listing stand out, no matter what the price is. And that could be a rehab loan. That could be, you know, a loan where we're buying down the interest rate. I was showing somebody the other day in a training, it was like a $350,000 loan, offering $340 or saying $350, but I want you to buy my rate down with $10,000. It was $172 per month cheaper in payment to buy the rate down. Same, and what does that do? That keeps the property value at $350, you know, in the seller's psyche mind, they're getting $350 and you're not trying to cut them back. But we don't think that way because we think, oh, I put the sign in the yard, I'm gonna sell my house in 3 weeks and I'm gonna get full price or over. We have to start educating. So right now we are doing bulletproof your transactions. We're educating, educating, educating. We opened Top Flight Capital, which, you know, there's a lot of need for that out there. We opened an internal bridge loan. So if someone wants to bridge their equity, like we're just trying to educate people and make them understand real estate still is the absolute best investment. How are you going to accomplish it? It's not cookie cutter. And so we have to think outside the box. We work with the credit reporting agencies. We have like a what if simulator and things like that to help people understand what they should do and could do on their specific credit to get it worked out. It's hard to work with a credit repair agency as a lender because they really frown on that for us to, you know, promote one or the other unless it's a governmental education type thing. But that being said, every one of my loan officers has credit repair specialists. I'm sure that they, you know, work side by side with. But these simulators truly, you put it in and you say, I need 60 points, and it'll say pay off this, pay down Citibank to this, pay down. It tells you exactly what to do, which is nice. But it's just education, education, education. And we came out with a lease to own product. It's called Dream Saver, and you write the offer just like any other deal with your seller, and then Indian River Tule Tribe buys the house. You guys get paid and out, and we rent it to the participant, and they can refi anytime or sell anytime, and they get the equity. So it is opening. It goes down to a 520 credit score. So it's opening homeownership opportunities for people who can't, who think they can't. And I get so frustrated when I'm out and about in the country, and this is the classic. An agent came up to me in Chattanooga, and she goes, every sign and ad call I get on this listing is either will you do owner financing or lease purchase? And I said, every single one of those should come to us. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, what if we could do a lease purchase on that, get you and the seller paid and out? I mean, we could sell this house for you, you know? And I have found most of the people who think they can't buy can. And most of the people who think they have 900 credit scores and are perfect kind of have some things in the closet. So agents shouldn't even try. They shouldn't even try. Just let us pre-approve them. Let us find a way. And that's different than they've ever thought in the past 5 to 6 years. They've not thought that way. They've thought, you know, contract close, contract close, contract close. There was an article the other day from Redfin, 15% contracts falling through as the country average, 15%. There are parts that are as high as 40% contracts falling through. That makes me sick. It could be anything. It's funny because we talked about this the other day. It's not preparing, first of all. It's not preparing anybody properly. It's not setting the right expectations as agents or lenders up front. But it's also not establishing relationships before you write an offer or negotiate an offer. Because think about it, if you and I were in a deal together and we ran into a snag, we would work together to figure out how to make this work. And any buyer you were working with or seller would know that they trust you, because you're not just blanketing the world with signs. You're working with people, you're educating them, you're preparing them for what's going to happen. So it starts way earlier in the process with the relationship. It's not just the qualifying or just the house condition or just any of those things. It's the relationship you have, because you will stick together to get to the finish line if you have a good relationship with your seller, if you have a good relationship with your buyer, your loan officer, your title person. Like, how many times have we all sat at the table and said, how are we going to make this work? I'm going to give a little, you're going to give a little, we're all going to make this work. You don't have that today with an agent coming from South Carolina to list a house in Florida that they don't know anybody, they don't know the seller, they don't know anybody, and they just put the sign in the yard. It doesn't happen that way. Yeah,